family. Welcome back to Balancing Divine Ascension Frequencies with Aria Jade. So, the Kazemi later this month, I think it's the 23rd, is with Venus. And Venus brings in divinity, the divine feminine. So, that will boost even more this month. But what I have to say more than that is, do you go around thinking that you are clairvoyant enough to know what other people are thinking? Like, if you're walking around thinking, I bet they're thinking this, or I bet they're saying that, or I bet they're, you've gone too far. First, you can only know what you are thinking. And second, they're not giving you that much of their time. That's your ego talking to you. That's the shadow person that you've helped create. A little midget of negativity that lives within you because you put it there. And it's just telling you all this crazy crap that you think other people are thinking about you. Lord, when I finally realized this, I guess it was in my 30s, early 40s, it was such a weight lifted. It's just like the whole worry train that I let go of. I was entrained, I was programmed as a child to think worry equated to love. I'm worried about you meant I'm spending all my spare time and then some thinking about you and how your life could possibly go wrong. Oh, gee, thanks, Mama. I love that. I appreciate that so much. Instead of just telling me how much they loved me or whatever. Crap. That worry stuff is toxic. And I cut it off in my 20s. I went to enough therapy to realize I didn't have to have it. So your mind will trip on itself. It'll just keep looping. It's your computer. But your heart is a totally different wave frequency. Your heart feels. So this year, this new awakening, this Kali Satya of the golden awakening that's here, the golden age that we are just now tiptoeing into, is about putting this heart frequency back in there, getting back out in nature, putting your feet on the ground for real, taking your shoes off, getting those positive, painful inflammation charges that all of this terrible dead food is putting into our bodies, and reconnecting. Because we are natural. We are nature. We crave connection. Just like when you put a plant in the ground and you put several together and one outgrows the others, and then all the rest of them that are close to it are also craving that light. So they are growing up in that same direction, trying to get out from under the canopy of the one that's over them, because we crave expansion. We are plants of the planet Gaia. We came to ascend consciousness. Remember? You came to do something wonderful. Even if you don't realize it right now, you will. You've stuck along in this video long enough because something inside you is resonating. One of those waves, some of that energy, remember your science class, is flowing in the same direction. You can hear what this little country voice that I picked for some reason. Ugh, I hated it for years. I tried so hard to get rid of it. But moving to Georgia from Alabama didn't help very much. But anyway, might as well embrace it. It is what it is. You are following my frequency because it's time for you to begin shining. It's time for you to feel the love, to feel the acceptance, to feel the peace, to stop running around thinking in judgment of yourself. Because when you are making yourself think that computer program that you have of, I bet he's thinking this, I bet she's thinking that, I bet they're thinking this, that's you against yourself. That's your own mind coming against you. That's your ego. That's your shadow. That's what you've got to reach inside of you and dissolve, take out, pull away. What does it say in the Bible? Weeding through the chaff, sifting through the chaff, and finding the gleaning pieces. You've been yearning to know love again because that's what we left when we fell from grace, right? Remember this? You had two fears as a baby that were innate to your sentient being, to your light being. They are the fears of falling and the fear of loud noises. Everything else that you might be afraid of has been taught through your programming. Okay? So you've got to get that out. We had the fear of falling, and many of you had the dream, remember from when you were little, that you were just falling, and it never stopped. Now my ex-husband used to stop the falling and take off flying. And when he would wake up, you could tell he was in a higher vibration. He was a higher consciousness anyway. He was actually one of the things that helped to start pull me up. He pushed me down with his shadows. He had his own shadows, but he pulled me up in frequency and taught me how to let go of the little things, how to not sweat the small stuff, that accidents happen. You know, I was raised, my programming was when things happened, you got pissed off about them. Well, shit, that used up even more energy, you know, and then all of this existence is just energy that has dropped in frequency so that it could have a physical experience, so that the electrons could slow down enough to become solid-ish. You're always changing. Obviously, I don't look like I did at 20, but we've dropped from grace and slowed down to become a sentient being. We are spirit that fractaled out, separated from the original source frequency of energy that is so high we can't even fathom that. But we can reach in frequency and expand while we're here and connect with love to get to at least that 1,000 level frequency. Now that's extremely high for a human being. And when you connect with the other astral beings that are out there, then you'll vibrate at a higher frequency. But then you'll have to come back down again because we would spontaneously combust if we stayed there vibrating at a really high frequency for a really long time. This light body can't handle it. But that's for another video. You came for this. You're ready for this. Come back for more and let's talk again. Love to you.